Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Keep coming back. I hope you're following me on TikTok, and I'm hoping that you're subscribing on YouTube. So, I was hanging out last weekend on the Chesapeake Bay, and I was listening to an acoustic guitar player. And he just was playing a couple, old tunes, and I just thought I could kind of coordinate that into a lesson because we want to talk about songwriting, and we're going to keep reiterating 1-4-5 progressions. And I didn't want you to think that the 1-4-5 progressions were only for like blues songs or just standard rock like Leonard Skinner. So there is a ton of rock songs that do 1-4-5 like that, and that was A, and that was D, and E, and again, it doesn't hurt going over this stuff. You got to remember, I'm trying to almost cram in 55 years of experience that I've got learning along the way. I'm just trying to give you everything that I know in like these past 3 or 4 months. So what we've talked about before within the key of A, there you are. Every note has a number. Your root is 1, your B is 2, your C sharp is 3. There's that 4, and the 4 comes in right under the A, okay? That's your 4. And then you go up to the E, and that's your 5, okay? That's just a whole step away. Then you have your 6, 7, and then you're back to your root again. So this is just, again, you can do that up and down the neck. And if you've learned the chromatic scales, which we went into very early on, especially on your E and your A string, where you're going to be moving a lot along with your bar chords, then you're learning, F, G, A, B, C, and, every note that's here. And then you can utilize that scale exactly the same up and down the neck on the E and A strings. So you can always know what's sharp or what's flat and what is 1, what's 4, and what's 5. So this guitar player was doing some really old standard songs, and I just wanted to just show them to you, just like a verse and a chorus, how 1-4-5 is really utilized in a lot of other music besides the blues or like the rock that I just went through with the Leonard Skinner song. So here's one. I'm not going to sing along. I might hum a little bit. But here we go. It's in the key of G. Okay, so it's going to be 1-4-5 is G, C, and D. Okay, and there is a 6 change. The 6th chord is the E minor, and this is under the boardwalk, which you may have heard a million times. It's been around 60 years. G is the 1. The D is a 5. Back to the 1. And then to a 7. 4 is the C. Back to the 1. 5. Back to the 1. 6. D is the 5. E minor is the 6. D, under the boardwalk. And then it goes and it repeats it. So that's just an example, of a very, very popular song that's utilizing 1-4-5 in a little bit different arrangements, adding that minor, that 6th degree of the scale, which is the minor chord of the 6th degree of the scale, is E minor. Another song that he played was Margaritaville. Now that's in D. Okay, so that's with the 1 is D, and the 4 is the G, and the 5 is A. Okay, I'm not going to do the beginning. D is 5. One to the 7, 4, 5, 1. So, another old standard, that's Jimmy Buffett. The older guys out there and gals will know that. The younger ones may not. But for your songwriting, just keep remembering the strongest chords that you're going to be able to utilize are the 1 and 4, 5. And if you have a melody in your head, a lot of times these 1, 4, 5 chords will be the ones that you're going to be able to go to be behind that melody that you're thinking of, okay? Yes, sometimes they might add in the 2 chord, okay? Or you might add in that 6 chord like we did the E minor with Under the Boardwalk. So that's today's lesson. I hope you got something out of it. Please keep watching. And if you got any questions or comments, we would love to hear them. See you next time.